Hello! There's a new collectible in town, and I'll tell you what, they're actually in human proportions without giant distorted heads for once. So that's nice. Less nice are other aspects of them, but we'll get onto that. Presenting Nano Metalfigs. 100% die-cast metal, except for the paint, presumably. Ages 3 and up. So yeah, they're little metal figurines. They only cost like £1.50 each or something, and they've got them for all sorts of franchises. Like, there are Street Fighter 2 ones, apparently, but I could only find locally Harry Potter and the Marvel and DC Universe stuff. And what a joy they are. Followers of good old Dan Nerd Cubed will know that he discovered some of these in his local Asda and showed them in a video, and my god. They haven't got any better since then, because they're obviously the same. Look everyone, Harry Potter! His name's Harry and he makes pots. No, wait, he's a wizard or something. Who wants to see what he looks like then, in little metal figurine? You see, I do like metal, die-cast metal figurines, but especially when you've got thick paint on, they do have a loss of detail, don't they? The answer is yes. Hey everyone! It's Harry Potter, the amorphous, shapeless blob with glasses on. It looks more like Stephen Fry from that angle. There really is no detail on it whatsoever. Let's escape him from his plastic prison here. Incidentally, you can get loads of them, even in this range. Look, all your favourites. Dementor, Rubeus Hagrid, Professor Snape, Isambard Kingdom Brunel, all your favourite wizards. Yeah, so... Let's tell you what, let's put him on there. Let's use the mighty zoom. Whoop. Ah, here he is, ready to fight the evil of Lord Voldemort whilst wearing his crap jacket and holding some pocky. Yeah. So, you see, the thing is, you have to pay quite a lot of money for actors' likenesses for these kind of things. But probably not for these, because they don't look like anything human. They're just literally a blob of paint with some scrappily drawn on glasses. Well, I say scrappily, it's very small. It's intricate work, I do understand that. And also he's been punching balls, because all the paint's gone off his fists. But hey, we all got angry when our faces disappeared as well. Oh, Harry! Did you put your face in the goblet of fire, Harry? Seriously, it looks like he's melted. It looks like he's just melted and they put glasses on him in the hope that nobody would notice. Oh dear. Well, of course, he needs somebody to fight against. And who else would that be but the magnificent Lord Voldemort and his even more magnificent trouser snake. So is it I don't want to know what's going on there. I don't know what he's trained that snake to do, but frankly, somebody should be calling the RSPCA on him. So yeah, here he is in his metallic blue robes that he never had, and let's just look at the amazing detail on that face there. Yeah, that's something. Notice how he's got a mouth drawn on, and Harry didn't. In fact, Harry didn't have eyes either. He just literally had the glasses and nothing else, and yet Voldemort has full-on eyes and mouth. What an amazing gift that is for... It looks like poo as well. It just doesn't bear thinking about, frankly. Yeah. Good old Voldy. It looks exactly like Ralph Fiennes with no nose, doesn't it? Absolutely astonishing. I tell you what, let's see if we can draw a picture of Lord Voldemort using that as a guide. So there's his head, around like that, and... there we are. Perfect! Absolutely perfect. My God, you could use that as a promotional tool for the film. Absolutely wonderful. I presume these are based on designs from the film. The logo is, and I think Harry wore that stuff in the film, didn't he? And obviously, they just look so perfect as it is. I don't want to look at that anymore. Good grief. Right, let's move into some superheroes. Tell you who's popular at the moment. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Here she is in a version with a cape. And look at her face. You have to look at her face. I know you don't want to look at her weird baboon face, but you got to. Yeah, that hasn't worked so well. She's got the mouth and the eyes, so that's something, and a tiara, which is falling down. But yeah, it does just look like they sort of... a baboon died, and then the corpse started to bloat and puff out with gas a bit, and then they stuck some lipstick on it on a wonky angle, and that is apparently Wonder Woman. Focus, thank you. Yeah, not the finest of facial designs there. I'll tell you what, I've actually got another Wonder Woman here from the slightly more classic sort of costume there, where they haven't bothered to put any real paint detail on it again. She's got a lasso rather than the shield. Why has she got the shield and no sword? Actually, that's weird. But of those really crap poses where she's broken her own back. The face, though, I think if they hadn't managed to scrape all the paint off the nose, it would have worked better. All the ones in the shop were like this as well. She looks like Copernicus, who I think is the only person in history to have actually had a silver nose. But yeah, that's great. That's great. Really loving the very precise paint details as well, and the overuse of metallic paint, I suppose, to make it look more metallic, because, you know, that's the selling point. But yeah, that's not going in. The proportions are slightly weird. She's a lot taller than her, isn't she? This is getting weird. Right. Anybody guess who this is? What's that? It's clearly a robot, but it looks a bit like Groot. Yes, it's Robo Groot. Well, it's just supposed to be normal Groot, but for reasons I have absolutely no understanding of, they've done him entirely in a metal colour rather than a wood colour. So it just looks like a robot. Is there a Robo Groot in... Oh my god, the face up close. Is there a Robo Groot in the comics? I don't think so. It looks more like... I don't know, who's that guy from the Doom Patrol? Robot Man, was it? It looks a bit like that, frankly. Yeah. You go over there and we'll get something else in. How about... now. So, quick look at Wonder Woman again, just to remind ourselves of the beauty. So, they've got some good lipstick going on. Now, what is the major selling point of the Joker visually? What is it about the Joker you see and you think, there's the Joker? It is, of course, the massive smile, the terrifying grin, the bright red lips, all of which are completely missing from this version of, you know, the douchebag Joker from that shitey Suicide Squad movie. He's holding a gun, he's got a glittery jacket, and they've drawn some eyes on, and no mouth whatsoever. Well done. Well done. Well done. Yeah, I find that astonishing. Like, literally the one feature you need to actually know who this is. And other than that, it's just a man in a raincoat with green hair. Which is also, again, kind of how he's portrayed in the Suicide Squad film from the footage we've seen, anyway. Yeah, that's great. You go over there, and we'll get Harley Quinn in classic design. Again, no eyes and mouth. It's like having glasses or any sort of mask over the eye area means, right, no mouth for you, then no eyes for you. This kind of works from a distance, this one, though, because I think it's because she's got such a strong visual image with the costume. You kind of know what's going on. Shouldn't that shoe be red, though? Not black. I think it should. Just a quick look at the face. Again, it's a paper white mask of evil. Hey, that fits the character, maybe. Also, I don't know why they've painted the hammer black as well, but there we are. That's something, isn't it? How about Batman? A silver Batman, because he's a limited edition one or something. Again, no mouth. You don't need that, Batman. You can talk through your ears or something. The problem is they've gone for, other than the very silvery colour there, a very, very sort of small bat ears on the hat there. It looks more like he's Stoat Man or Weasel Man or something. Not quite working for me, that one. Next up, Harvey Dent, a.k.a. Two-Face, having a really painful shit by the looks of it. What's going on there? This has got possibly the worst paint out of all of them. There's like a weird gap between the two different paints there. I don't know what's going on in the head. And the face. Oh, the face. There's more detail on the green side of the face than on any other face, I think, but the complete lack of any sort of paint on the face giving details. There's no mouth, there's no nose, there's no nothing. Oh, good old Harvey. How we missed you and your weird constipated problems. Mr. Freeze, anyone? Well, bad luck. We got Mr. Freeze's suit, but unfortunately he actually has been replaced by a blue egg with two small red pricks in it, so that's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. There's something properly weird about that. Why is his head even that shape? Is it supposed to be the dome he's got on, or is he not wearing? I can't even tell kind of what they're going for with the head on that one. Very, very strange. Oh, I got the sound effects there. And it is, what was his name? The Element Man, was it? Or is it Metamorpho? Which is which? Or are they the same character? I think they're the same character, actually, aren't they? There we are. He's Metamorpho, the Elephant Man. The Element Man. Silver head, because it's metal. Then there's like, he's got like another leg that's metal, and one of his legs is made of poo or something. And yeah. The paint actually works much better on this one. I think much like Harley Quinn. They've actually painted the eyes on there, which is giving him something. Yeah, much like Harley Quinn, this kind of works from a distance due to the strong visual image of the costume. Whereas things like that, you can sort of guess, but then you look at the face, and let's not think too much about that one. Soups is here, everyone. Good old Superman. I like the pose of this one, a bit of a classic one going on. Again, no mouth, but they have given him eyes, so that's something. This is one of the better ones. They've done a really good job, if you look, actually, on the Superman logo. I don't know if that's some licensing thing, you have to get the logo right, but that's actually really good. The rest of it, not exactly amazing. However, this is the very first one that has triggered the facial recognition on the camcorder, so... It's the first one that counts, everybody. Marvellous. Killer Croc. He is a killer. He is a croc. He's Killer Croc. This is the best one by far, actually. They go for the metallic paint, which kind of works. It makes him look a bit slimy. But they've done the eyes and the teeth, and it actually works quite well. What would work better is if the teeth weren't one massive block. It looks like he's got a mouth guard in. Also, it doesn't appear to be that precise. But as long as you're not looking too close at that, again, that works actually pretty well from a distance. There seems to be more detailing in the body, so that's something. Green Lantern! Yep, got the old eyes and, or mask means no mouth thing going on again. I don't know which version this is, probably one of the Hal Jordan ones. Again, the logo's not bad. Not quite up to the Superman standards, but that's pretty precise. I think we're looking again at something where the costume is so iconic it works from a distance. And, you know, unlike, for instance... Let's not think about that. The Flash! He runs quick like. Here he is. Look how quick I run. Look how wonky my face is. There's definitely something going on with these logos, because that's, like, perfect as compared to everything else, isn't it? I reckon there's something in the licensing deal. But yeah, the face on this, for starters, they've given him weird glowing red eyes. One side of his face is falling down entirely. And the total lack of any detail below the nose, little enough on it, is kind of... Yeah, that's not quite working, that one, is it? And finally, Martian Manhunter. I'm trying to remember what alias he went by. Wasn't it John Jones or something, but with like loads of Zs or something? I can't remember. That's, again, it kind of pulls it off from a distance due to the very, very distinctive costume. Although Martian Manhunter, not one of the better known dudes these days. He doesn't appear in a whole lot, does he? The eyes are slightly painted off, but works good enough. That's one of the better ones. I think out of the two, actually, or out of all of them, I would say these two probably work the bestest. And yet, they are... awful enemies in real life. I'm a big dinosaur. Yeah, well, I'm like Superman, something blurred. I won. Ah, dearie me. Well, I have no mouth and I must scream! Subscribe for more.